All right, this is the equipment maintenance system walkthrough. Kind of explain everything that the system does and where to put the QR codes and all of that. So you can basically use this system to maintain almost any piece of equipment. You just put the QR codes wherever you need to, whether it's gym equipment or farm equipment or heavy machinery. You could literally use this to maintain anything. For login, you're just going to pull up the main page, login in the corner. If you already have a username, punch it in there, register, fill out your information here, and then click create account. Once you've created an account, it's going to pull you up to this here. It's very, very user friendly. Everything is very straightforward. If you want to create a category by itself, click on categories, create, tractors or whatever you'd like. If it's go-karts, tractors, treadmills, and then you're going to click on the equipment. Sorry, the categories, add equipment. It's under the categories tractor. We're going to add a Coyote CK2610. This here, you can name it whatever you would like. We'll just name it Coyote. Model is a CK2610. Year, this is a 2020. You can put a serial number in there if you'd like. It's not necessary. Add your purchase day. Let's say we purchased it yesterday. Save changes. So that'll pull up an individual piece of equipment now. So this QR code is always what's going to be associated with that piece of equipment. Click in here. Up here in the top right, you can click there to add an image. Here's an image that I had. So that'll always pop up in the background now. It'll show all your information here, purchase date, serial number. If you did include a purchase price, all of that information it'll put there. This is only what's available to your username. When you pull up the QR code, it's only going to pull up these maintenance logs here. So there's a parts lists or a maintenance log. We're going to add a maintenance log. We'll say it's for today. For me, let's say it took 2 hours. I'll just say 1 hour. Let's say there's 10 hours on the motor, or you can do kilometers. We're just going to put oil change, something simple. And wash windows, we'll put. So if you want to attach a receipt, so if you take this to a dealer, you can attach a receipt, or the dealer can attach a receipt. We're not going to. You can also set reminders for yourself. This will email you a reminder on whichever date you pick. We're not going to do that yet either though. Add log entry. So that'll add it to here. Notes to wash the window, oil change. Took 1 hour to do. Basically everything you need to know. So anytime you scan this QR code, it's going to pull up this data log or this maintenance history here. Parts list, very similar. Add a part. Let's say you're going to add an air filter. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put in your, favorite John Deere dealer or local dealer. Put in whatever their phone number is if you want, or you could put in a website. You could direct link this to Amazon or wherever you want to add a part. So now you have that part there. Anytime you need to figure out or go in here and order the part, you can literally just click on your contact or your local dealer. It'll pull up all your information and you're good to go. You can order your part. Let's say you need to edit anything in here. You pull that up. You can edit whatever you'd like. There's also archive feature. So the archive feature is when you go and sell a piece of equipment, it will remove it from this main category. So there's no items left in there. You can also restore it if you'd like. So that'll pull it back out so you accidentally click on something. Summary will show all of your equipment. Doesn't matter category. Gives you your name, make, model, QR code there. So if I had 20 pieces of equipment in here, it would all show up. Equipment or categories, sorry, that's the same thing. If you had 20 different categories, it will show them all. QR print. So if you have a bunch of equipment in here, these are all your QR codes. So when you're first getting set up, you're going to print off all your QR codes and then put a sticker on every piece of equipment. I usually say like one inside the equipment, one outside, usually in an area where they're not going to get rubbed off. But this way you can always reprint them. So say you lose all your QR codes, you can just come back here, reprint them off. If you only need selected ones, you can deselect whichever ones you don't want, and then print off this, and then print off your sticker. You can also go into here, into each piece of equipment. Here's the QR code itself. You can hit download. That'll pull up your QR code, and then you can print it off from there. It's kind of up to you, however you'd like to do it. Let's go back to the main page. So let's say you already have a bunch of maintenance and you need to upload it onto this system. Go to import equipment, make sure you're under equipment. You can download the template. It'll put it up there. And then that for me puts it into this folder here. This is the equipment upload template. It's going to have a couple in there automatically just to get categories sort of rolling. You could delete them and put in whatever you would like. Once you're done that, go back to import. This is your upload file, so select modified equipment import. That's the one that's already got mine in it. Import. It'll let you know what worked and what doesn't. All right, so that brought in, I'll go back to my categories here. So that brought in all these different categories. They're all preloaded with whatever information I had in there. Same thing, I could go in here, add a picture of whatever if I would like. There is a location to add in one single maintenance log here, but it's definitely easier if you got lots of maintenance logs that you're bringing in. Go back to the main page, import equipment again. So there's the maintenance logs tab here, and then you're going to download that template. It's going to be the exact same. I'll show you anyways. This is the template, what it looks like. So you make sure that the equipment name is always the same. That's very, very important. So if you change equipment name, it's going to either not find it or it's going to import it as something else. Category as well, fairly important. And then you put in all your information. I already filled one out. Modified maintenance log. So this one's just got maintenance information for one piece of equipment. All right, so this is the one that I put in there. So I only updated it for the one Coyote tractor. So this is all the same tractor, or same Coyote, same tractor. And these are the different maintenance, all the dates in there, same thing, cost, basically update all of that. That's what I just uploaded. And then we're gonna go back to categories, tractors. So this is the tractor here, Coyote CK2610. You're gonna click on that. Sometimes you have to hit tractors. Okay, this is where it is. All right, so this is where it shows up. So anyways, yeah, this is all those logs that I just updated, and all the dates. Let's go back to the main page here. So this just gives you kind of what the app all does. These are the different plans. The dealer are the only ones that can actually receive requests to modify customers' maintenance logs. So when you want to add a dealer or to give a dealer permission, um, oops, go to permissions. You're going to hit in here, johndeeredealer.com, whatever it is, and then you're going to hit invite. That's going to create a link down here. Here, let's just invite. So that'll create a link there. Copy the link and then actually send it to them or email it to them. All they're going to do is click on it and it'll open up their database and they'll have access to all of your data information. Let's say you buy one of the higher tiers and you have some workers. This is where you can put in, whoever, and then you're going to put their email in here, click invite, and then same thing. It'll pop up here like this. Copy the link, send them an email, and they'll get access to your database as well. So if you have, 3 mechanics on staff that do all of your maintenance, you can give them all access to it, to the system, and they can modify and add. And if you need to remove permission, you can go in there and remove it as well. You're kind of in control of your app. All it does is it gives them permission to modify the maintenance logs in your system. As far as recommended locations, here's an example. QR code, you just stick it on the side, anywhere that's not going to get rubbed off. This unit in particular, I put one there. For the tractor itself, this is a good spot, it doesn't get rubbed off. This is another good spot on the pillar, and it goes the same with vehicles as well. You stick those on the B pillar on vehicles. They rarely ever get rubbed off. If you really want to protect them, put a piece of packing clear tape over top of that. Here's another good location. This is another good location. So inside that cup there's a few owner's manuals and whatnot. Right at the bottom of that is another good spot. So places to hide them. That way you always have access to them. They don't get rubbed off. Anytime you bring in a piece of equipment to an auction, anybody that wants to know if there's ever been maintenance done on your piece of equipment, they'll be able to scan these and pull up strictly the maintenance logs. They won't have access to do any editing. It's only going to be that maintenance log. So they can pull it up and you can say, yep, it's all been maintained. Everything's been good. Haven't had any issues. And kind of covers your butt and covers their butt. They get a little bit more confidence in the piece of equipment that they're buying. Really handy thing to have. Thanks for watching the video, and let me know your thoughts and comments at the bottom. If you're interested in purchasing the app, I'll include a link at the bottom as well. And I'll also include a discount there. Just click on it and put it in the coupon code, and you'll be good to go. You'll get a good discount. Thanks.